It's been an early day. 3, 2, 1.
The movie was not that boring, that's why.
I've never seen a man cut before. It's so smooth.
Welcome to This Time with Daniel and Shahbaz. Today, we just watched Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle is straight to Netflix movie, and it wasn't always the case.
No.
So,
Let's talk about the history of this film.
Let's talk
So,
about
Jungle Book is announced by Disney, directed by Jon Favreau. And around the same time, this is announced as well, and it's also called The Jungle Book, with Andy Serkis directing, and both films have an amazing cast.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, this cast intrigued me more.
no, definitely, because you have
Christian Bale.
you have Kate Blanchett,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
you have Andy Serkis as well, the mocap king, in this as Baloo. So it's like, already just seeing who's being cast in this movie and who they're playing, you can tell this is a much darker take than the Disney tale is going to be.
Yeah.
Right? And that was really interesting.
Yeah,
when
this
we
felt
first
like
heard
an
about it.
Oscar contender kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so the film gets pushed back almost 2 years.
It
And
gets called Jungle Book Origins as well,
Yes,
too. Remember at
yes.
one point it was that?
And then just a few months ago, Netflix announced that they're going to acquire the film right after the trailer comes out.
The trailer came out saying it's coming out in October.
In theaters.
Yeah.
All the posters are at every movie theater possible. And now here we are with this version.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Already,
Yeah.
like, Netflix to me gives me that vibe that it's, like, straight to DVD.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Netflix is, I find that it's like so extreme sometimes with them. It's either amazing or it's like why? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this, it sucks to say that this movie is leaning to the latter.
Yeah.
You know, we watched Breathe last year.
Oh my god.
Which was one of our first written reviews for This Time With, and Serkis directed that technically after he directed this one, but that was his debut film, I guess. And the big thing that movie suffered from was its pacing. And he did not learn anything between these two movies. No, this movie's everywhere.
This movie is boring as hell. The performances are so phoned in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe Christian Bale really did this film.
Yeah. But it's crazy though, because like, you know their voice, you recognize their voice, and the animals too, you could kind of see the resemblance in their eyes and their face a little bit. But also, like, Christian Bale has hardly any lines in this movie.
No.
He's hardly a presence, and you want to feel that relationship between Mowgli and Bagheera and Baloo, and you don't get that at all.
The movie's not fun at all. I mean,
No.
it's trying to figure out if it's dark or not.
Right.
And overall, like, the color scheme goes everywhere. It's really, really bright, and it's like super dark, and it just, to me, I felt really bored.
Yeah.
I wanted it to end.
Yeah.
And I just was
And
like,
it's less than 2 hours as well too, so it's not like it's a super long movie.
No.
But I feel like you kind of catch glimpses of maybe their original intent, like, hey, they wanted to take a really dark take with this, but it's like they started doing it and they kind of like, oh, maybe we shouldn't, let's hold back. So like it feels very uneven throughout, you know?
There's nothing memorable about this movie at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's only been maybe 20 minutes since you finished watching it, and I've already started to forget the movie.
No, it never really sank in, it never really processed, and it's super forgettable, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say this one you can
Skip it. It's super disappointing though, because Serkis is one of my favorite actors. He's a fantastic actor, and I think what he has done for motion capture work is amazing. And there are some really cool moments in this movie in terms of, I guess, just imagery and things like that as well too. And I don't doubt
the visual effects though.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it almost kind of reminds me of like an Asylum movie that comes out around the same time of the main picture.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Straight to Walmart.
But yeah, it's super disappointing to see that.
But let us know what you guys think. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, obviously. And again, thank you so much for all of our followers that we've gotten.
Yeah.
You guys are keeping us fed. Right?
Not yet.
Not yet, though.
Soon.
But that was this time.
And we'll see you next.